everyone, and welcome back to my island Cottontail. This is my cottagecore rabbit island that we are building in 25 days to celebrate hitting 25k subscribers on YouTube. And today we are on day 9. We're nearly in the double figures. That's absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. It's nearly been 10 days already, which means we've only got 16 days left to finish this island. We better get a move on. So here is what we built in our last build yesterday. We built Francine's house, who lives next door to Chrissy, who we built the day before. I think this whole island is coming along really nice, and I did a little bit of off-camera work. I will admit I sat down and did this in my own time. It was just terraforming, and it was a lot of terraforming, as you can see. I've also started the process of terraforming a land bridge. How exciting. I love land bridges. They're one of my favorite things on islands, especially natural islands. I think they just look so beautiful. And look, I've done all this as well. And oh, CJ is here. Okay. Of course he is. Now we won't be filling this whole area today. We need to save that for another video as well. But I will be doing this little outcrop section just here on the left. And before we get into today's build, I'd love it if you could subscribe if you haven't already. Come and join the Jellybean family. The next milestone is 30,000 subscribers, and I'd love to hit it as soon as we can so we can celebrate again. But right, enough yapping. We now need to start our build. Our first task is we're going to need to go to resident services. I need to choose a house. Also, we are going to be moving in a new villager today. You've probably seen her on the thumbnail. Oh, we also need an incline because this is actually the 3rd tier now, so we need another incline so that you can get up to the top level easier. I know I could put little ladders around, but then the villagers can't use them. I'd love if the villagers did use them though. Maybe one day in a future game they might. Who knows? Who knows? And again, we went with the log staircase because it's my favorite staircase, I think, for this island. And I just wanted to quickly show you how the map is looking. We're pretty much nearly halfway there with the map, which is great because we're nearly halfway through this challenge. Halfway mark, I'd say, would be 12. So we're 3 videos off being halfway. We do need to scan a lot of villagers in still though. As you can see, we don't have all rabbits just yet. But right, let's go back and get that house that I originally thought we were getting at the beginning. But no, we got the incline first, which is fine. We needed that too. We need to go talk to Tom Nook. Now I have 10 plots full now, so I'm going to have to move out a villager that already lives on my island. And unfortunately, today it's going to be Twiggy. Twiggy is not a rabbit, so we can't keep her. But you know who is a rabbit? Carmen. Yes, hello to Carmen. Carmen is going to be moving on to our island. She is super adorable. I have never had her before, unless she's been in autofilm, which could be the case. I just don't remember. I've never had her on purpose, so like purposely moved her onto my island for a theme. But anyway, let's go see her. Now, I want to explain quickly what I'm doing. So I collect amiibo cards. They're Animal Crossing cards that have little chips in. You can actually scan these on your Nook machine in your resident services. The villager will then appear in your campsite. You can go talk to them. They'll ask you to craft them an item. You need to do this over 3 separate days. And then on the 3rd day, you can ask the villager to move in. And you also get to choose which villager they replace. Honestly, the amiibo cards are so handy. I've used them so much now. Definitely recommend them if you can get them, because of course it is way quicker than villager hunting. But right, we've just placed the house in place. We're going to call it Twiggy's house for now until we move Carmen in, which will be right at the end. Now we need to craft the item for Carmen in the tent. Like I said before, you have to do this over 3 days. I'm just going to show you the 1 day because you get the idea. Now you do have to successfully craft these items, but don't worry if you don't have the DIYs for them when the villager asks you, because they will give you the DIY so that you can go and craft them the item. So it's also a great way to get DIYs in your game if you're looking for certain ones. I think you could probably Google or look in a guide and it will tell you what personality type will ask for what DIY at the campsite with your amiibo card. So it's a great way to try and get a DIY that you're after as well. But anyway, enough of that. We've moved Twiggy into place, so we did time travel. We now need to put down some custom codes. We're going to go with some whiteboards in front of her door, and then I'm going to lead a little dirt path all the way over towards the way of the incline. I'm not going to lead it all the way to the incline today because I'm going to save that for when we build that area, which don't know what we're going to do there yet. Not sure if it's going to be a house or whatever, but it is definitely going to be a land bridge because that's why I built it. I intended it to be. Oh, I just noticed the dropped item. That's going to be in the way today. Oh, where's Twiggy going? well, she's off on an adventure with her fishing rod before I kick her off my island. That sounds so mean to say, but I am going to be kicking her off. It is mean. You can't keep all the villagers. Unfortunately, we can only have 10 villagers, and all mine are going to be rabbits, and she's a bird. So sorry, Twiggy. Now let's grab our vertical board fence, of course. I love this fencing. You should know this by now. Even if you're new here, you probably know it already by now that this is my favorite fence. And I was thinking, what can I do for Carmen? She needs like a little hobby, a little personality trait. You know what? She's going to be our little librarian. Now, I was thinking of building a bigger library on this island, but honestly, I just don't feel like building a bigger one, so I'm just going to give it to Carmen, a small little area. Maybe if I do get round to decorating inside the houses, she'll also have a library inside our house too. So I did try it with these wood planks. Didn't like the wood planks. Didn't like them. As you can see, most of them are gone now. I'm going to try putting some dirt path down again. And then I think I'm going to try and incorporate the grass code as well. Any awkward little joins and pieces, I'm just going to cover it with leaf piles. Of course I am. Like I say, trust the process. When in doubt, always cover the awkward bits with wheat field or leaf piles or scattered papers, whatever works best for your island theme. Honestly, don't worry too much about the custom codes. Like, they don't even look that bad, I don't think, together. Actually kind of like the join. They join together quite nicely because they look like identical paths, but obviously different, if that makes sense. Like, the design is very similar. The soft outline of the bits. I don't know what I'm talking about. Help me here. I think the word I'm looking for is shape and style. They're similar shape and style paths. Yes, that's the right one. Anyway, let's decorate our library. We got a cute little rocking chair, a store with books, stacked books, and of course some stacked Zen cushions. On the Zen cushions, I've decided to put down some slippers because, you know, comfort and reading go hand in hand, and slippers are incredibly comfy. And here we go with our leaf piles, covering those weird, awkward spaces that I was talking about that I actually don't mind when watching back this footage. Also, we had to drop a pocketbook. Of course we did. Who would I be if I didn't drop a pocketbook at the library? And of course, we need to add some flowers because it wouldn't be one of my islands if we didn't have a bunch of flowers everywhere. Now, we do have this big old front bit here at the front, of course. That's what I just said it was. And I'm deciding to put some of our simple fence down. This is actually a customization called brown instead of orange, even though it looks orange. I don't know, you tell me. In case I haven't told you before, but I think I have. We're probably going to put a little something in there in just a second. And now the annoying thing is that dropped item is where I want to put a bush. Oh wow. Anyway, let's stunt our trees because look at me, still stunting the trees, still remembering. I'm so proud of myself. By like the second video, normally I forgot about stunted trees. So to be this far in, it's amazing. Also, Bunny is very interested in what we're doing. Now, what we're doing here is making a little carrot farm. All the villagers at this point are probably going to have little carrot farms or little carrot areas, somewhere where they can harvest their carrots. For whatever reason, everyone has carrots. I love how just 1 or 2 carrot farms on this island was not enough. We need to give it to every single villager. Now, I put some tracks down here because have I used them yet? I don't actually know. Can't remember if I've used them yet, but I'm going to put a handcart there. Yes, because it looks nice. I have no other reason other than I like it. Also, I've got this evergreen ash, which I very rarely use, but I saw it on the treasure island and I was like, ooh, yes, I'm going to get one of those. Ordered it. Got it, put it behind a tree, looks lovely, think I like it. I have seen people layer up these in-game tree items with in-game trees before, and I've just kind of gone, maybe I need to try that one day. So here we are trying it, not sure if it's gonna stick, not sure if I'm gonna remember to do it, but who knows, worth trying, right? So I'm now at the point where I've got my carrots. I have been growing these at the back of the island. I think I showed you them when we did the little walk around of what I'm using on my island, and you may have seen them in the back of a video or something. I don't know when you get to see these. I don't remember every shot that I take in all my videos. So yeah, here we go. We've got some already grown carrots. We've got some 3s, some 2s, and some 1s there. If you didn't know, if you don't water your carrots, you only get 1. If you water the carrots once, you get 2. And if you water the carrots twice or more, you do get 3 carrots grow in the place. So it allows you to move them around a little bit, have a little bit of variety of numbers there. Just looks nice. Now we've added a few finishing touches. I've got a wooden crate, barrels, plants, books, handcarts, rabbits. This build has a lot. I think a lot of my builds recently, well, especially for this island, have contained quite a lot of items. I think, like I said before, it's because I'm having a smaller area to work with, so I feel like I can concentrate on it a bit more and I'm focusing on actually what items I could use. And like I said, I'm really enjoying having these smaller areas and being able to fill them with lots more detail. I do wish that I could make the videos a little bit longer, but I think that's only because of the way I'm doing this series. I'm making 25 videos and I think I could definitely do it in less than 25 videos in 25 days, honestly do, but it's fine. It's all good. We just have to make do with what we got. If the videos are a little bit shorter, that's fine because there's more of them to watch. But now, anyway, we're just working on this little lower cliff area. Don't want to do anything too crazy. We're just going to put some bushes, some flowers. We got some hanging vines there as well and a carrot code. Not that you'd be able to see the carrot code. Definitely not going to be able to because I'm going to block it off. This area you will not be able to access. It's literally just an area that you can view down by Francine's house and also a little bit from Carmen's house, because if you're near the farm you'll probably be able to see the tree tops. Now I don't know if I'm going to fully decorate all my cliffs. I might have to now. So these little ledge bits that are going to go around all the terraforming, I'm probably going to have to decorate them because I've done this one. We'll only be doing the front facing ones, so none of the side ones or none of the back ones because you won't see the back ones anyway. Maybe I'll do the ones that are on the beach. Not sure yet. We'll see how we feel when we get to it. Now I will let you know, this little bit here in between the two inclines, for some reason, I don't decorate it today. I know. I don't know why I left it. I literally was screaming at myself when I was editing because I edit and then I voice over. I was screaming at it. I was like, why didn't you do that bit? Why didn't you do that bit? You should have done that bit. Even now when I go back onto my island tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, why didn't you do this bit? It's okay. Maybe I'll leave it for when we do the land bridge because it'd be whole part of that. It might end up being a land bridge build and then finishing touches build. So I might do the land bridge, put it with something else, if that makes sense. Who knows? I don't know yet. But anyway, we've finished our build for today, but we haven't finished the video. Oh no. We still need to move in Carmen. So we're going to go back to resident services because we do need to scan her amiibo card again to get her to come to our campsite. Now, I have already done this twice. This is the third time that I'm inviting her. I didn't bother showing you the second time. Here she is. She wants a birdhouse. We've already made it for her because I've already spoken to her and she's going to absolutely love this. And now, as you can see, I've asked her to kick Twiggy out, which sounds mean. Like I said, you can choose the villager that they replace, which I find super handy. I'm glad it's not just a random person. But before we get Carmen to move in officially, let's go and say goodbye to our sweet little Twiggy. I think she's kind of adorable. Let me know if you love Twiggy. Is Twiggy on your island? If not, who's your favorite bird villager? I feel like we've never asked that question. To be honest, it's very rare that I have a bird on my island. I think I normally only choose Piper for winter islands. But there you go. Maybe I should change that. But right, we've gone to the next day and it is raining. Of course it is. I don't like the rain. I don't like decorating in the rain. It just feels so sad. And oh, yeah, forgot that the villagers doesn't move in the next day. You have to go forward another day, which we did because we need to move Carmen in so we can see her house. Her house is actually quite nice. It doesn't look too bad with our color scheme. And with the power of editing, the white planks are back in front of her door because they disappear when you put a house there. But here she is. Here's sweet Carmen. Give me a jelly bean rating out of 10 for Carmen. I think she's definitely a solid 8. She's so sweet. Look at her. I love her little pink cheeks as well. And her little white tail. Just everything about her is adorable. And with that, we finished the build. So let's take a look around. This is our library. It's so sweet. I can't wait to see Carmen out here. She unfortunately won't be able to sit on the rocking chair because of where I've put it. But that's okay. I don't feel like every item should be usable. It's just for decoration, right? And then in front of Carmen's house, we have a cute little carrot farm. And oh, we're 5 stars? Let's go! Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're 5 stars. We got a beautiful lily of the valley. I'm gonna leave it there. But there it is. We have finished the build today. It feels like such a small area, but all these areas are particularly small, but doesn't matter. Get to fill them with lots and lots of detail, and I'm having a great time doing so. Now, if you liked today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come and join the Jelly Bean family. I hope you have the most wonderful days, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye!